What's up, guys? This is Brandon back on Motor Nubs, and it's been a while since the last video. I ordered in some suspension. The suspension got delayed. It got stuck on a boat out in the ocean because, of course, it was coming from overseas, the old Great over China's. Anyway, but I got the suspension in, and I had the Civic outside, and I'm like, well, let me pull it back inside, and that's when I encountered a new problem. And anybody that's got a 90s model Honda, or really a 90s model car in general, you guys know what I'm talking about. Just little issues, especially when you let them sit. So watch this, we're in neutral. And now it's actually working fine. That is crazy. Anyway, okay, let me give her a couple revs. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so the other day, let me see if I can get it to do it again. It's not gonna do it. Anyway, so the other day when I was trying to pull this car in to do the suspension on it, every time I would cycle it on, the check engine light would stay on, and when I pulled the code, it was a manifold absolute pressure sensor code, the blinking code. So a map sensor. I ordered another map sensor, and I was going to put it in, but now it looks like it doesn't need it. But it's done this to me a couple times, and when it throws that code, when that map sensor is acting up, this car is undrivable. It'll start up and run for a couple seconds, but it won't take any throttle, and it'll cut right back off. So evidently that map sensor is gone bad, and it's working only under certain conditions. So I'm going to swap it out. It is an aftermarket. It's a 3-bar Omni Power Map sensor, and this isn't the first time I've heard of these Omni Powers going bad. My brother's car was a turbo D16 with an Omni Power on it, and his also was doing the same thing. He could turn his on and off a couple times and it would start working again, but the other day when I was trying to move this in, it literally, I messed with it for probably 30 or 45 minutes, and I was trying to diagnose other things, but yeah, so sometimes aftermarket is definitely not up to the quality of some OEM Honda, that's for sure. So I guess I'm gonna clean this off. We're gonna pop the hood, and I'll show you the exact map sensor I'm using, and it is tuned for this map sensor. I don't believe you can actually use this on a stock ECU. It has to be of an aftermarket ECU, I believe. So the map sensor part number is MAP B3BR. It's got a little hand. That's a genuine Omni Power. So it's held on by 2 Phillips head screws, and then we got our little plug right there. So let's go grab the new one. All right, there she is in all her glory. They are on Amazon for $100. I did want to go with something else different than a sensor that has been known to fail, not just with me, but with my brother's car also. The only issue though is if I go to a different sensor, I'll have to be retuned because even the slightest variation will throw off the tune because this is how your car reads the boost. So we need to know, the car needs to know what to do with the boost. But yeah, let's slap this bad boy on. All right, so taking both the screws out, this bad boy just lifts up, and there she is. There's no real visible way to tell if they're bad, but trust me, you'll know if it's bad running wise. And I wish it was actually doing the symptom it was when it was first parked out here. And it may be a temperature thing. It's colder today, so maybe when it, it's hotter outside or it warms up a little bit, that's when it starts acting up even more. But regardless, it's not a good situation. All right, so the new one's on and plugged in. I'll keep the old one as a spare, maybe in case if that one does something funky and I need to swap it out to get back home or something. But this one lasted a little over 2 years on boost, so I guess if that one gives me 2 years, I'll be happy with it. But if I ever go back to change my power level or change my boost level, or potentially when I change my turbo, I think I'll swap out and go to a lot of people say they had better success with the Omni Power 4-bar, or maybe we might switch over and do something a little bit even better. So anyway, let's get get old girl fired up and see if she likes the new sensor. Ugh. Seems to react a little differently. It is cold out though. I'll let it warm up a little bit, and then might go take it for a rip down the road and see how the air fuels are. Alright, so we're cruising down the road a little bit. Got it in third gear. I'm just gonna get in a little bit of boost to make sure our air fuels are good. And sorry about the thing, the LED's blinking. It's the camera. It doesn't do that in real life. Okay, air fuels feel good. Be right back. Got back into third and just cruising, tipping into boost a little bit. She seems to be pretty decent. Let's see here. 15. I had a little bit of water there. Might have sucked some water up. 11s. Seems like anytime I give it any good amount of throttle, we hold mid 11s, which I'm happy with that. I hit a little puddle of water back there, and it spiked up to 13. I think I don't know if water shows up as lean or not, but you know, we can't burn that stuff. We got to be careful about that. It is a little rainy outside. I don't want to be like burning them down or anything. That's why I'm just trying to roll into some boost. But I think this, I think it's running better than it has in a long time. So that map sensor is definitely giving me issues. I think it's time to pull her in the garage and start working on the next one. Sorry this video didn't have a ton to it, but hopefully this helps you guys out. If you're running an Omni Power 3 bar and you're having intermittent like starting issues and running issues, it could potentially or definitely be your map sensor. So with that being said, guys, peace out. I'll see you on the next one. Adios.